We're gonna start with your feet just nice and parallel, and we're just up nice and tall, as neutral as we can be. Hands are just reaching down towards your feet, and we're rooting down through the feet, growing tall through the crown of the head. And we're just gonna start rounding the body forward. So we take an inhale through the nose. On the exhale, we're gonna nod the chin and start peeling that spine all the way down. Starting slow to control that first, really feeling that articulation through the back, trying to get out all the kinks.
Amanda, I can't hear you.
Oh.
I have no volume.
Can everyone else hear me? Can you guys shake your head?
Got it.
Yeah?
Okay.
You got it?
It looks like she's got it. Yeah.
All right. One more time. We're rounding all the way down. Knees are softly bent if they need to be. I know like my first time around, my knees need to kind of softly bend. My head hangs, shoulders fall away from the spine. And then go ahead, just press through the feet and start to roll the spine all the way back up. And we're just going to do that a few more times. Just taking a big inhale. On the exhale, nodding the chin, starting to round the spine forward. And as we go through, we'll maybe start moving just a little bit quicker. We'll stay down, taking an inhale. Exhale, pressing down through the feet. Peeling everything all the way up. And we'll do that again, taking an inhale. Exhale, nodding the chin, rounding that spine forward. Trying to keep the hip right in line with the ankle as you allow the body to round. Staying, taking an inhale. Exhale, begin to press down with the feet. Feel the pelvis stack. Feel the spine start to move up nice and tall. We're going to add a walkout. We're going to nod the chin. We're going to round forward. Hands come to the mat. And go ahead and bend the knees. So it's almost like you're pushing out with the legs as you're walking out with the hands. And we're just going to walk ourselves out. So we're just in a nice long plank. We bend the knees, shifting the body weight back. For 3, and press forward. Then shift 2, press forward. 1, press forward. Then bend the knees, walk the hand back. And go ahead, roll the spine all the way back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to nod the chin, round the spine forward. Hands find the mat, bend the knees, walk yourself out to a long plank. Shift back, 3, push forward. So it's a little bit more dynamic in that warm up. 2, push forward, and your knees can come down here if that feels better for you. Push, bend the knees, walking the hands back, and then go ahead and round that spine all the way back up. 1 more time. Nodding the chin, rounding forward. Hands come to the mat, walking out. Find that nice long connected plank, then shift back. 3, and push. 2, push. 1, push, stay here. Now instead of walking back, start to walk the feet in. So then we can just sit down with our feet in front of us. Hands come down right behind the knees. We're sitting up nice and tall through the spine from here. Put a little pressure behind the legs. And just think of lifting that chest up towards the ceiling. So using that pressure to help extend through the spine. And then we're just going to curl, tucking the tail, rolling back off the sits bones. We're rolling back up to vertical. Lift, extend the spine. And then we exhale, roll back just off the sits bones. That's it. We curl up. Lift through the chest. And then exhale, connect through the obliques, rolling off those sits bones. Let's do 2 more, coming up. Press into the legs, lift through the chest. And then rolling back just off those sits bones. One more time, curling up, lifting through the chest, bringing both arms right out in front. From here, we're rolling off the sits bones, warming up those abdominals. We're gonna hold it right here. And now we're just lifting that right arm. We float it up, and we place it down. Left arm, we just float it up, and we place it down. And we're making sure that we're not changing the shape of the spine, right? We're keeping that C curve. Left, using the obliques. We're still reaching through the crown of the head. Down, left, down. One more time each side. Down, good, left, down. We're gonna return all the way back up to vertical. On the exhale, we're gonna roll right back again. Again, finding that C curve where you can stabilize. Now starting with that left arm, we're gonna move out to the side. We go out, pull center. Right arm moves out, pull center. Still finding stability through that shoulder joint. And pull in. And again, you're just using the arms, right, to kind of challenge the work through the obliques. So don't think so much about making that arm movement super big. Think how far can you move it, stabilizing through the spine. This is 2. In. 1. Forward. Return all the way back up to vertical. We're going to slide your sits bones in towards your heels just a little bit more. Let's grab behind the knees and just roll the body all the way back. We're neutral now through the spine and through the pelvis. Hands are going to come behind the head. Elbows are slightly forward. Now we're keeping a neutral position through the pelvis, going into your ab breath. On the exhale, we curl up, just drawing the rib cage down towards the pelvis. On the inhale, we release right back. Again, exhale, we curl up. We inhale, release. Try not to pull on the neck. Even though you're curling, you're still finding length and connection through the spine. So instead of thinking of pulling up, think of that abdominal almost flattening and sinking towards your spine and reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling as you come up instead of just pulling towards your thighs. We lift up for 4. We're going back. We lift for 3. Head should just be heavy in the hands. 2 more. This should feel nice through that upper back. After this one, we curl. We're going to keep the upper body going. We're just adding the lower body. So as we curl, the right leg is going to come up to a tabletop. We place it down as we lower down. The left leg curls up. And we place it down. We're still, though, stable through the pelvis. So even though we're adding more movement, I want you to imagine that you're resting that marble, right on your pubic bone. It's staying stable. This is 4. Back. This is 3. Back. We have 2. This is 1. We're going to keep going here, but we're adding a twist. We rotate now to the right. We place everything down. We rotate, lift to the left. We place it down. Remember, we're thinking armpit to knee, not elbow to knee. Or really just allowing that rib cage to rotate to that opposite pelvis. We have 4. Don't forget about that breath. We exhale, lift. Inhale back. We have 2 more. Good. 1. This time we're going to rotate, lifting that right leg. So we're to the right and we hold. We're going to reach both arms out, just on either side of the leg. So my left hand is on the inside, my right hand is on the outside. I'm maintaining that rotation. Now nothing is changing through my torso. I'm just lifting the arms up by the ears, and then I'm pressing them back down. Again, I'm lifting them up. I press them back down. It's an exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last time, lift and lower. Bring the hands back behind the head. Just come through center, both shoulder blades still lifted as you lower the leg. And then rotate and flex to the left. Find that lift and that connection. Reach both arms out on either side of the leg, holding it here. Just the arms. Exhale, lift. Inhale, place them down. Exhale, lift. Place them down. This is 3. And down. Think of curling a little higher as you lift the arms. And down. Last 1. Come down, bring the hands back behind the head. Lower the leg, bring the body all the way down. Hands come down by your side. We take an inhale through the nose. On the exhale, we're going to connect through the oblique so we find your imprint. We're going to pull those legs up to tabletop. Inner thighs connect together. We nod that chin and curl if you feel comfortable here. If you feel like this will bring too much pulling onto the neck, you can keep your head down. What we're going to do is we're going to pull that right knee into your chest as you reach that left leg out long. We're holding this position here in that imprint. Just your left leg lifts up. Exhale, reach it long. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. I want that torso super quiet. If someone was just watching you from your pelvis up, they would know nothing is happening through the lower body. Up and lower. Lift and lower. We're going to switch. Pull that left knee in. Reach that right leg out. We lift. Up and lower. Maintain that imprint. And lower. Lift. Come down. 2 more. 2. Come down. 1. Alternate. We pull in right, switch, left. So it's our single leg stretch. And switch. 4, 6, 5, 4. Reach. 3, 2, 1. Pull both legs together. Circle the hands around, bring them behind the head. Legs are doing the same thing. We're adding that oblique twist. So reaching that left leg, rotating to the right, switch left. Use exhale, exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming center. Go ahead, lower that left leg down. Grab behind the right leg. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders. You can take that left leg, reach it out long now. Oop, move back up a little. Anchor that foot to the mat. And then from here, feel the collarbones just widen out towards the mat. We're going to point and lift that right leg just straight up towards the ceiling. We're just going to give a gentle pull behind the hamstring. Try not to pull so much at the knee, but behind that hamstring, just to get a nice little stretch. You're trying to keep that tailbone down, trying to keep that width through the chest. And then from here, let's just circle the ankle. We're just drawing circles on the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. 4, trying to keep that knee as straight as possible as you circle. 2, 1, hold it here. Now grab the inside, so with your right hand, grab the inside of your leg, take your left hand, bring it out almost to the side, and you're just gonna pull the leg like it's reaching over your right shoulder. So just like outside the midline of the body. Still trying to anchor down that left hip and that left leg. Feeling a different stretch through the hamstring and the inner thigh. And then we're just going to pull it back through center. Now take the outside of your leg with your left hand. Reach that right arm out to the side and just gently cross over. Again, if the knee needs to bend here a little bit, that's perfectly fine. You can allow that hip to lift gently on the right side as you cross over, but just don't let the whole body fall, right? This isn't the rotation that we do sometimes side to side with our knees bent. I want you to think of just that stretch through that outer hip. That's it. And then we're going to bring it back to tabletop. We're going to switch the legs. So we have that left leg pulling in, right leg is reaching long, widening out through those collarbones. Let's try to straighten up that left knee as high as we can, getting that hamstring stretch, gently pulling behind. Again, not so much to where we change the structure of the spine or the neck. We still want to keep everything relaxed, keeping those natural curves through the back. And then we just start easy circles with the ankle. 2, 1, and that's reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to grab the inside of the leg with that left hand. Right arm goes out to the side as we move the leg out of the midline of the body, so away from the center, but keeping that right hip down. Then we're just going to bring it through center. Take that right hand, bring it to the outside of the leg. Left hand comes to the side as we just cross it over the midline. That's it. Awesome job, everyone. We're going to come back through. Both knees are bent. Sits bones width apart. Neutral spine, neutral pelvis. We take an inhale through the nose, going into some hip rolls. On that exhale, we use the obliques to imprint. We use the glutes to curl all the way up. Ending on the widest part of the shoulder blades, we take an inhale to stay. And on the exhale, we melt that spine all the way down. Moving through imprint, back to neutral. Again, on that exhale, we use the obliques to imprint. Glutes to peel all the way up as you press down through the feet, reach forward through the knees. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, soften through the chest, rolling all the way down. We'll do this 2 more times, and we're going to add on. We take an inhale. Exhale again, use this as a time to use the breath, to mobilize the spine, wake up the glutes, and then melt it down. Stay wide through the chest. Feel the vertebrae pull away from the crown of the head. Return back to neutral. Exhale, obliques to imprint. Glutes to peel all the way up. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, melt all the way down. Through imprint to neutral. Now we're going to keep this neutral position. We take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to squeeze the glutes, lift the pelvis straight up. We're holding it here. We're going to bring that right leg up into tabletop. And then we're going to try to reach it straight up towards the ceiling. So again, you're feeling that length through the back of the leg, working through the quad. Now keep everything the same. You're going to break and lower the pelvis down. Now as you squeeze the glutes to lift the pelvis up, you're going to reach that leg out to a long diagonal. So from your toe to your shoulder, you have a long line. Pelvis is still square to the ceiling. We break and lift the leg up towards the ceiling. We squeeze and reach it out. We break and lift. Squeeze that left glute, reach it out. 3 more. 3, This is 2. Good push. This is 1. And push. Hold it here. Just the leg now. For 4. Reach it back out. Lift up for 3. Reach it back out. Lift up for 2. Out. 1. Out. Bend that knee back to tabletop. Lower it down, toe ball heel. Transfer the weight. Bend and reach that left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Same thing here. We break at the hips. Keep that toe reaching up. As you lift the pelvis, reach it out long to that diagonal. We fold and lift. Squeeze and reach. Don't forget about the abdominals, right? Don't take this into the lower back. Use the glutes, pull up through the obliques. Lift and out. Last time. Lift. Hold it here. Just the leg. Up. Reach it long. Squeeze through that right glute. Reach it long. Up. Reach. Last one. Hold it here. Bend that knee into tabletop. Lower it down, toe ball heel. Go ahead and roll the spine all the way down. Nice work, everyone. We're going to flip right over into our side. And we're going to do kind of like a ladder. We're going to start all the way down, then we're going to end up on our forearm, then we're going to end all the way up, just to give you guys a little preview of where we are. So we're going to start all the way down. Legs are reaching long, head is reaching long. You can have your arms straight or just cradled in your elbow, okay? As always, when we're side lying, right, we feel that little lift and wrap through the rib cage, lift through the oblique. And what I want you to feel here is both glutes squeezing in opposition, right? Feel the toes, feel the crown of head reach away from each other. That's going to help that stability on your hip. Also here, I want you to focus on the inner thighs. Connect through the very top of the inner thighs and just take a moment and feel how that helps activate down through the pelvic floor and the obliques. And hopefully the stability here just got a little bit stronger and a little bit more connected, all right? We're gonna start with that top leg reaching up hip height, and it's gonna stay there. Now just the bottom inner thigh. We lift up, connect it, and then we lower it down. Use the breath. We exhale, connect, inhale, lower. If you want, you can take that right arm, or left arm, sorry, try to reach it over the waist. Try to challenge that balance. If you're not comfortable there, keep it in front of you like a little kickstand. That's perfectly fine. 4, 3. Keep reaching out. Keep opening up through the front of body. Lift, hold it here, both legs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach. This is 3. Reach. 2. Reach. 1. Hold it here. From here, separate both legs about an inch. Pull them back together. Separate an inch. Pull them together. Separate an inch. Pull them together. 3. Squeeze. 2. Lift. 1. Stay. Lower everything down. Bend the bottom knee. Come up to your forearm. Okay, same idea. We know here we're stabilizing through the shoulders. We're still lifting up through the rib cage. So if you even want to take that left hand, wrap it underneath that rib cage, kind of gives you a little feedback to know when you're sinking down into that shoulder. Top leg comes up hip height. We're going to flex that foot. From the hip, we have 2 kicks forward. It's 1, 2, then we point and reach it back. We're keeping integrity through that leg the entire time. Talked about in classes this week that even though we're on like the mat, we want to think of really holding ourselves in gravity the entire time, not just flopping our body through the movements, but using the muscles, right, to think about how they're moving the bones, how they're stabilizing through certain areas, how they're mobilizing through others. 3. And reach. Keep that kick nice and controlled. And reach. Keep reaching out through the crown of the head. And reach. Go to 1. And reach. Now we're going to stop. So it's in line with the hip. We're going to bring it down. We're going to come all the way up to your hand. And now we're going to pick up that bottom hip. Right? So we're in like a full modified side plank. Once again, I'm pushed away from the shoulder. I feel that wrapping of my rib cage. My left hand can be on my hip or straight up towards the ceiling. From here now, I lift up, I lower down. I'm working through that outer hip and lower down. In order to move my top hip, I have to have a sense of stability through the bottom hip. If you want to stay down on your forearm, that's perfectly fine. Down, lift, down. This is 2, down, 1, hold it here. Bring that foot flat, listen to your body here. You're either staying here, okay, or you're going to straighten that bottom leg coming up to a full side plank. Use everything that we just did. Push away from the mat, squeeze the inner thighs, pull up through the rib cage. You're either holding or dropping that hip down, pick it up. Down, pick it up. Down, pick it up. This is 2, pick it up. 1, pick it up. Bend that bottom knee, bend that top knee so you can safely come down. Go ahead, reach up, counter stretch the other way. Awesome job, everyone. All right, we're gonna swing around, repeat this on the other side. Again, now that you know the layers, I feel like it makes the other side sometimes a little bit easier. Again, move up as much as you want or stay somewhere as you want, and use this again, this is recorded, so you can always come back to it and try to build on where you were previously at. So let's come all the way down. Let's find this long line. Okay, we have that lift through the rib cage and through the obliques, legs reaching out long. I am out of breath with you if you are out of breath. We have that top leg, we pull it up hip height. We're holding it here, that bottom leg, so we work through the inner thighs and lower down, right? We know that the inner thighs help co-activate the pelvic floor and obliques. And we know that they're very important when it comes to holding either a regular plank or a side plank. We forget about the lower body in those positions. This is 3. Down, 2, down, 1. Hold it here, both legs. Lower, lift, lower, lift. In, exhale. This is 3. Reach long. 2, reach. 1, hold it here. Keep that stability. Come apart an inch, squeeze. Apart, zip up. Yes, out, pull in, out, pull in. Try not to rotate through the thighs. We just separate, squeeze, knees stay facing forward the entire time. 1, hold, lower them both down. Go ahead, bend that bottom knee, come on up to your forearm. right? We pull up here, find that stability through the shoulder. Top leg comes up hip height. We have that foot flex to start. 2 kicks forward from the hip. 1, 2, point and reach back. That's it. Kick, forward, reach. Good. No shifting through the shoulder, back. And again, you can stay all the way down on the mat here. Again, perfectly fine. Do what feels right for your body. 3, back. Good. 2, and back. 1, and reach. Find that long line. We flex that foot. We come all the way up, right? Find that stability. Now use that bottom glute. Press up. You're in that modified side plank position. Top leg lifts and lowers. Stay open through the chest and lower. Lift and down. Keep pressing that pelvis upwards as your right leg lifts. Up, down, lift, down, 2, you got it. 1, place that foot all the way down. Push away from the mat. Bring that bottom leg straight. Connect the inner thighs. Find that long line. We either dip down, press up, down, push up. This is 3. Push away. You got it. 2, push away. 1, push away. Carefully bend that bottom knee. Bend the top knee, place the pelvis down. Lift up, counter stretch. Awesome job, everyone. It was a harder series than what we've done in the past, so that was great. All right, let's come up. We're gonna come all the way down into our stomach. I want you to try to keep the legs squeezed together here, if that feels right for you. If it really causes too much pulling in the lower back, keep the leg sits bones width apart, okay? It's perfectly fine, okay? Or try to really connect through those inner thighs. Have the elbows in a little bit more narrow than where we normally do, so the hands are in line with the shoulders. Nose is just hovering. As you're here, you have the energy through the legs. Pubic bone is pressing down, obliques are pulling up. From here, we're gonna inhale. Just gently roll the shoulders back. Reach the crown of the head forward. Press gently down to the forearm and the hands. And just really peel that chest up. Feel the collarbones widen out. Feel the back of the shoulder gently, activate. And then lengthen through the spine. And return back down. That's it. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Lengthen first and then begin to peel up. Now, as much as you're lifting up, you're reaching forward. As much as you're reaching forward, you're lifting up. But keeping that lift through the obliques, keeping that squeeze and reach through the lower legs, and then returning right back down, rounding the shoulders back forward. 2 more. Inhale, shoulders roll back. Exhale, lengthen and lift. You're just feeling that work through the upper back. Take an inhale and stay. Exhale, lengthen through the spine. Return back down. Last time, everyone. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale, lengthen, peel up. That's it. Keep a little pressure into the forearm and hand. Inhale to stay. Exhale. Return all the way down. Round the shoulders back forward. We're gonna push up, so we're on our hands and our knees. Knees underneath the hips, elbows extended underneath the shoulders. We're long and neutral through the spine. We take an inhale here. On the exhale, I want you to start to draw the shoulders back. And even here, just think of lifting forward through the chest. It's not going to be a big movement. You're just almost slightly lifting the rib cage off the pelvis, and then return on the inhale to the neutral spine. That's it. On the exhale, start to draw the shoulders down. Reach the crown of the head forward. Start to peel that chest up. You're feeling that work from the bra line up. And then just restore those neutral curves, setting that rib cage back in line with the pelvis. One more time. Exhale, pull the shoulders back. It's like you're pulling your torso almost through the shoulders. Then you continue that sense of lift, feeling the work through the back of the shoulder. And then restore those neutral lines. Now holding this neutral position. Take a moment, find that connection through the lower abdominals and through the rib cage. On the exhale, we're just reaching that right arm, left leg straight out. Abdominals are pulling up. Toe and fingers are reaching away from each other. That's it. And then we just lower it back down. Exhale, we switch. What I'm going for here is just a really seamless switch, right? You're connecting through that opposite hand. So it'd be right hand here, left glute, shoulders and pelvis equally square to the mat, and then pull back in. If you were resting a glass of water on your pelvis, or if someone had a pull on your back, finding those neutral curves of your spine, they wouldn't change against the movement of the arms and legs. Exhale, reach. Good. Inhale, lower. From here, it's an exhale to reach. We're holding it here. We're going to add some movement to it. We're going to bend the knee, bend the elbow in as we round the spine now. Holding everything up away from the mat, and then lengthen it out. It's an exhale, think contracting in, using the abdominals, and then reach it out. That's it. Exhale, pull in. Use that breath. Inhale, reach out. One more time. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out, lower down, transfer the weight, left arm, right leg, find that connection, then we exhale, pull in, push away from the mat, and then inhale, reach out, exhale, we contract, pull it in, inhale, reach out. Again, remember when we reach out, we're thinking of really reaching long, extending the line of the shoulder, the line from the hip, and pull in. Beautiful. Reach it out. Pull that knee in. Go ahead, sit back. Pull that belly button up away from the thighs. Let the spine round forward. Take an inhale here. Take an exhale. One more time, another big inhale. On the exhale, let's stack the spine all the way up. We're going to sit again with the legs in front. Knees are bent. We're going to have them about sits bones width apart. We're up nice and tall. We're going to bring the hands behind the head. Elbows are slightly forward. From here, kind of going back to the beginning of class, on the exhale, we're going to roll that pelvis back. Again, connecting through the obliques with the hands behind the head, though we have a little bit more weight, so we have a little bit more of a challenge here. We're going to take an inhale to stay, holding that half rollback position. Then on the exhale, we're going to round all the way forward over the thighs. And then we're going to articulate the spine back up. Again, exhale, scoop, roll it back. See, hopefully the movement maybe feels a little bit easier. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale. Exhale, draw that rib cage down, round forward. Stack up bottom to top. And again, exhale, scoop, roll it back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, draw that rib cage down, round forward. Stack up bottom to top. Last time, exhale, scoop, roll back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, draw that rib cage down, round forward. Stack up, bottom to top. We're going to slide the sits bones in towards your heels. We're going to grab behind those thighs again. We're going to roll just off those sits bones. From here, we have the right leg up. We have the left leg up. They are separated, okay? From here, we're going to find our teaser position. We're rolled just off the sits bones, but we're lengthened through the chest, okay? From here, this is where we're going to roll up to. From here, we're going to curl into that C curve. We're going to roll to the shoulder blades, back up to the sits bones, and then you're going to lengthen the legs, lengthen the chest. In your teaser position, as you bend the knees, you roll back to that C curve, roll to the shoulder blades, stop back up the sits bones, lengthen the legs, lengthen the chest. That's it. Bend, curl, lead with the pelvis, roll to the shoulder blades, come up, balance, lengthen the legs, lengthen that chest. One more time, bend, curl, rolling to the shoulder blades, up, lengthen the legs, lengthen the chest, bend the knees, bring them down, keep the hands here, roll all the way back. Awesome job, everyone. Go ahead, take your right leg, cross it over your left, pull up so you're grabbing behind your knee on that left side. So you're in a figure four stretch, head is down. Gently pulling and getting that stretch through the back of the hip. From here, we're just going to do little circles. We circle around. I'm moving clockwise, but if you went the other way first, that's fine because we're going to reverse it. 3, 4. Let's reverse it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stopping center. Go ahead, lower the shape down. Let's make a switch. So bring the right foot down, cross that left leg in front. Good. Pull the shape up. We're doing circles. We circle around. 2, 3, 4, and reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming center. Place the shape down. Feet are nice and wide. Knees are bent. Hands come out to the side. We allow both knees to drop over to the left. Try to keep both shoulders down, but allow the hips, allow the pelvis, allow that lower back to rotate. That's it. Keep reaching those fingers out. Go ahead, roll through that lower back, dropping the other way. Again, don't just let the knees flop, but again, control that rotation. Feel like it's more of a reach versus a drop. That's it. One more time each side. Roll through that lower back, dropping over to the left. Good. Last time. Rolling through that lower back, dropping over to the right. Coming back center. And you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. Great job, everyone.